Hey everybody, welcome back to Midweek with a Maker. I'm your host Jeremiah Backhaus from Umbrella Forge, Forged in Fire Champion, and all that good stuff. There might be a little bit of background noise. Today I'm planning on using the power hammer, so I need to get that warmed up, even though spring is almost sprung around here and it's nice enough I can have doors open. My power hammer is a mechanical trip hammer, and so it still needs a little bit of time to warm up each time. So, off and running as usual. Today we're going to continue on the Calla Lilly project. I know last week I wasn't feeling so good. I'm almost over that. My voice is just a little bit lower than normal, but we'll make our way through. So I had started a Calla Lilly project, and then last week we just worked on planishing those copper cups. So today I'm going to draw the stem out on this here Calla Lilly candle holder. So hopefully I can get this a good ways through today, and the power hammer is going to come in handy with that. I'm trying to set this up. You can't really, well, you know what? It's a nice part about having a modular forge. That is, I can kind of shift things around just a little bit so that I can try and make it so that I can get the fire and the anvil in at the same time. So I've got the coal forge running, got the power hammer warming up. Kind of seems like no matter what I do, I'm going to be a little bit angled on this shot. So we'll call that dramatic effect. Yeah, we'll do that. Hopefully that'll give me the shot that I want. So here's a nice heat. Ooh, there it is. Super, that's a nice narrow stem right there. That's what I want to see. All right. So what I'm really trying to do in this section is really enforce my will on the steel. Again, we call that volitional artistry. So I'm throwing my will into the material and making it do what I want. Or as Plato would call it, I'm trying to apply techne, or skill. I really like finishing off Calla Lilly candle holders with a nice flat face. specifically because of the hammer strikes. The hammer mark, in my classes I call that reading the chatter, so you can see if your hammer hits just a little bit off or not. So again, Calla Lillies, you have a little bit of striation on the actual pedal itself, but you do have lines on the stem itself. So by using a flat hammer and trying to be somewhat consistent in what I'm doing, I can add lines that they're not organic. Okay, I wouldn't go that far, but they give texture to the piece that are reminiscent to what we see in an organic piece. If it's too smooth, too round, it actually doesn't look right. There are slight facets as you look at a stem if you get up close. You know, maybe there's a botanist out there who wants to disagree with me, or an armchair botanist or whatever, but I like to see a little bit of striation in there, a little bit of flat lines. So I want to clean this up just a little bit more. I don't really want that to go too much taller. So from the top of the stem, I'm right at about 8 inches here. So if I clean that up, I'll probably end up being right in that realm that I was talking about before. This heat, again, 1/2 inch round steel, so I'm going to try and go a little bit hotter. There we go. There we go. Oh, I like that. Sometimes in the forging, it just takes on a natural little bend that just looks super cool. But we're not quite done yet, so we gotta heat that up. Don't want to go as hot this time. There we go. There's a good heat right there. Nice. We'll figure out how to use the camera eventually. There are a couple thicker spots. All right. There we go. So I'm not going all the way to the tip just because that hammer hits a little too hard. So again, I call this part breaking the corners. And this is going from square to octagonal to mostly round. Now, if I really set my mind to this, I could make it as close to perfectly round as you can get. But I don't want to hide the fact that I'm doing this all by hand. So having hammer marks doesn't bother me all that much as long as they're controlled. If you are watching on Instagram or on YouTube afterwards, thank you. Just please make sure you hit that like, subscribe. If you could share it with somebody so I can get a few more followers, that'd be awesome. So here I am. We're going to start off over the horn. So there I am, already reducing that down. It's still just a little bit too thick. Yeah. I cleaned it up real nice. Now we're going to turn a scroll on the end, and then we'll start wrapping it up to make the base. All right, so there's our scroll. So now let's bend it and twist it around. So I've gotten an approximate idea of the length that I want. So I'm going to bend it 90 degrees right where I want that. And then I'm going to actually twist it around itself. And that's what I'm going to use to make this self-enclosed or self-contained candle holder here. The most important thing is when I bend it over, I don't want to put any really heavy marks into it. Right around there. But it does need to be fairly sharp.
So we'll put it on here, and we'll just slightly raise it up. So this way, it's kind of like, it's the same process that you would use with forging a spring, but it so it comes up a little bit higher here. So there we go. There, so that's standing. It's leaning just a little bit, but I want to correct that with heat here, not down in the base. So we're gonna heat up not the base, a little of the stem. Here, actually, I'm gonna cool off there we go. Oh yeah. That's what I like. So there we go. Just twist it, and that gives it that really cool. Yeah. So it goes just a little bit too far forward, so we'll just bend it just a little bit like that. Yeah. So nice and slender, graceful bend. So that'll make a really sweet sweet table setting right there. A nice centerpiece. I want to trim up. I'm going to do one more little process, and then I'm going to say we're good. So there is a Calla Lilly. Hopefully it's lined up in the, I'll put it right there.
Here's a Calla Lilly candle holder right there. And I know exactly where this one is going, so hopefully in the next couple days it's going to be in its final home. All right, thanks for joining me with Midweek with a Maker. I am glad that you were here with me for a little bit. Those of you who joined in, those of you who are watching on YouTube, please subscribe so I can get that that minimum. I'll start live streaming on there, trying to build all that stuff up. So, my friends, thanks for joining me. Midweek with a Maker. Get out there, make something of yourself.